What's up, guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I want to talk to you about what went well this year, what went wrong this year, and kind of talk about how the year went and what I plan on doing next year to make next year my best year, because that's kind of the goal in real estate. You always want to make the next year your best year and have some really big goals next year. So, first things first, this year went okay. I'm just going to say okay. The market was really hot in the beginning of the year, which is good if you're a listing agent, but I'm a buying agent most of the time. And especially your first few years in real estate, you're working with a lot of first time home buyers and you're mostly working with buyers. And so that sucked for me because I lost two deals in the beginning of this year, not because we couldn't find a home, but because we couldn't secure a home. And homes are going way over asking. Homes are going like 60, $80,000 over asking. And the buyers I was working with, this is their first time buying a home, they couldn't afford it. Like, we were looking for homes. We're in Colorado. You can't find homes under $300,000, and it's really hard for a first-time home buyer to beat out an all-cash offer in the beginning of this year. And so I've had clients where deals just were not done. I had higher goals this year, but that's okay. It kind of happens like that. They're renewing their lease again, and the beginning of next year is when we're going to start looking again. The market's cooled down. Everything should be good. But this year, I closed a total of 3 deals, which is pretty much a deal every 4 months. And if you know about real estate, you know the commission checks are really large, but you definitely want consistency. You want to be able to close 1 deal, 2 deals a month, and just get that steady paycheck coming in, because it does feel like you're living paycheck to paycheck. And so the things that worked for me this year are open houses. I genuinely did not like doing open houses, and I still do. I really don't like doing open houses. I think they take a lot of effort. They take a lot of time on your weekend. You just kind of sit there. I watch TikTok. I just like, it's kind of a waste of time, but sometimes you get really good leads, and sometimes those leads turn into closed deals. Like, for example, I'm going to have my very first listing go up in January next year, which is going to be exciting. It's a downtown Denver condo listed around like 325. That's going to be going up next year as soon as we can find a living situation for my seller. But I found that lead from an open house. And that was my very first time getting a lead from an open house. And the way it happened was nobody was coming to my open house. I knocked on the neighbor's door, see if they want to come to the open house. And they're like, no, you're not really going to get anyone because you're kind of in like a secluded condo. And then we were just talking, we were having a good time. And then she kind of tossed around the idea, like, yeah, I think I want to move. And I was like, oh, you want to move? And then the ball kept rolling from there. We built a relationship. Now she's under contract. We're gonna get that listed. Hopefully January, maybe February. But I'll let you guys know about that. So that's one of the things that worked out for me. I think another thing that worked out for me, as sad as it is to say, is cold calling. I got really good success calling for sale by owners in the beginning, and then you kind of lose motivation as it goes on, and you really just, you don't want to call them. It takes a lot of effort, and I kind of switched from calling for sale by owners just because it's a lot of follow up and it's really saturated. But you can definitely still call for sale by owners, and it's really successful. Now, going into next year, what do I plan on doing, and how do I plan on doing it? So first things first, I want to close 1 deal every month. We talked about that, but how am I going to do it? How am I going to be able to get the leads to close at least 1 deal per month? I recently purchased a subscription called RedX. And what RedX is you're pretty much paying for leads, and it gives you a fuck ton of expired leads. It'll give me like 1,400 expired leads. What you can do with those leads is it compiles their information. It has the numbers that you can call, it has their address, it has all the public information, and it's really good for giving you a bunch of people that you need to call. Now, the reason you want to buy something like RedX or any subscription, because I was honestly against it. I was like, why the fuck am I going to pay money for something when I can just look it up for free? Is it's pretty much just time, honestly. Like, of course, you can go public records, you can look up all these names, you can look up all the expireds on the MLS, but it's going to take a lot of time. It takes a lot of time to get all these names and numbers, put it in a spreadsheet, which is what I was doing for the for sale by owners, and I stopped. But you want to put it in a spreadsheet, and it just takes forever, and you're going to hate it. And so when I bought Redx, it's about like 60 a month, but I bought semi-annually, so I pay every 4 months, and I think it's around $200 every 4 months, which is it's just expensive. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it's expensive, and I'm sad, but it's okay. So I'm paying for those leads, and I plan on making at least 100 contacts a week, which is about, I think it's like 400 calls, which is a lot. Which leads me to the next thing that I bought, which is even more money. Is I bought a dialer, a power dialer. What a power dialer is it lets you just repeatedly keep calling people, automatically loads the phone number into your power dialer. And so you can just click start, you're already on your next call. You don't have to waste time putting in the numbers on your phone, calling them, leave a voicemail if they don't answer, which pretty much happens most of the time. And it's a time saver. Just like RedX, it's a time saver. And that is another about $100 a month, which just adds to my semi-annually. So I think it's going to also be $200 semi-annually. So it's like $400 semi-annually, which is a lot, but it's an investment that I'm willing to make because I need to make some more deals next year, and I can't have any excuses. And so the power dialer is going to help me call a shit ton of numbers. I have everything registered, everything ready to go. I've used it a little bit, but I haven't really gotten into it. I think I'm going to start calling more as soon as I batch a bunch of these videos for the New Year's and get started in January. Another thing that I'm going to be doing next year, which I didn't even know was a thing, is I've been doing one open house a weekend. And the one open house a weekend, it works. It's okay. It's really boring, but I do it on like Saturdays. I do from 12 to 3. I get it done. That's it. But I was hearing from other top agents that they do 4 open houses a weekend. They do fucking 4. 4 is a lot. You do 1 or 2 on Saturday, 2 on Sunday. Why am I not doing 4? So next year, I'm going to be doing minimum 2, 1 on each day, 3 or 4 open houses a weekend. Set it out. It's going to be boring, but I need more money, and that's the way I'm going to do it. Now, one of the last things, which isn't that hard, but sometimes it just feels really time consuming and it feels like a waste of time, is social media stuff. I really do like posting on like Instagram and YouTube, but it takes a lot of time, surprisingly. Like these videos, like a 5 minute video will take me like 2 or 3 hours to edit, which sounds stupid. And it's probably just user error, but like it takes me a while. I have to film it, I have to think the idea, I have to edit it, I have to upload it. It just takes a lot, but I'm definitely going to be a lot better. Weekly uploads on YouTube. Instagram's gonna be twice a week. I post more reels. I do all of that stuff. That should be pretty easy, honestly. I think this is gonna be the easier part of everything else, but we'll see how consistent I am because I suck at consistency on social media. And then one of the last things that I can do, which I recently just started doing, is blasting all of the real estate events that I do. So every year we get 2 events at Coldwell Banker. We have Night at the Rockies, which is where we get free tickets to the baseball game in June, where we just invite a shit ton of our clients. Everyone gets there. It's a really good time. And we kind of blast that out. I buy a lot of tickets there. And then our biggest event is Zoo Lights, which is the Denver Zoo. We get these Christmas lights that come every year, and then we get tickets for it. It's really expensive, but it's subsidized for us. So I pay a discounted price for those tickets. And then I pretty much buy all of my clients' tickets to Zoo Lights. And it's just really good client appreciation. Make sure your clients know about you, sending out mailers, all of that stuff, which is pretty easy, but it does cost a lot of money. Like this year, I think on Zoo Lights, I spent about $500 on Zoo Lights tickets this year, which sucks. And it feels like it's a waste of money, but I swear it's not. And I hear from a lot of agents that it's not. So it should be good to go. So what I'm hoping for is next year, it's going to be a really good year. I'm going to hold myself accountable. I'm probably going to watch this video back in 6 months so I can track my progress, make sure I'm doing everything good. And then next year, I'm going to make a recap video. I'm going to let you guys know how the year goes. We're going to keep progress updates and we'll see how it goes. Okay. So if you're a new agent, I think you should try this with me. I think you should try recording a video. Just track your progress, write down your goals because I write down my goals all the time and I don't really reach my goals when I write them down. So I'm going to make a video. I'm going to post it on the internet. We're going to see how it goes. And hopefully next year, it's going to be a phenomenal year in real estate. As long as I do every single thing that I told you guys consistently, there's no way I fail. Like statistically, I don't think it's possible for me to fail. We'll see how it goes. And I think you guys should do the same. I think you guys should cold call, door knock, open houses, do whatever you have to do in order to be successful in real estate. Don't get caught up in all those stupid ass ads on Instagram. They're like, oh, we'll give you free leads or you pay for our leads and then we'll give you closed deals. And it's so easy. You'll never have to cold call again. That shit's bullshit. I'm not going to lie. I've done it before. I've tried it. I've talked to so many people that have tried it and none of it ever works. Do what works for you. And what works is the old stuff. Cold calling, door knocking, open houses. Do all of that stuff. It might sound mundane. It might bore you to death. You're going to get used to it and you're going to close more deals. And that's pretty much the goal at the end of the day is you want to close more deals. I really hope that I can look back on this video and say that I met my goals. I hope you guys meet your goals. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I'll see you in the next one.